Good. Yeah, I can hear you fine. All right. Oh, okay. Yeah. You can also right-click my icon, and it'll give you an option too, I think. Oh, I'm also using a different mic. No. I don't know. I woke up a little bit later today, so that could be it. I don't know. Oh. Oh, awesome. Yep. Yep. Yep.
I realized what I did. Okay, I muted my audio interface.
Ah.
I realized what I did. Okay, I muted my audio interface. Okay, cool. That is now good. Okay, let me just. Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the Dice Brigade's live reaction to Renegade Con. This is where they are going to they're going to announce Heroscape. It says they're revealing Wave 2. I thought they were revealing Wave 1 today, but they might have already revealed that. I'm a little bit behind, but are you joining me today is Steven. Steven, how's life going for you?
Not too bad. Not too bad. I'm pretty excited to see what they have in store today and
Yeah.
react to it. Talk about it a little bit. Do you have a link, or I guess I could just watch the your live stream as well. I
Yeah,
don't know
you
if
could
that's a
also
delay.
you could go to YouTube and just type in Renegade Game Studios. And I'm going to mute them cuz last time I'm not making any money off of YouTube, but last time they did give me a copyright thing on my video. So when I had their music. So I'm just going to mute this for now. Um, so they're going to be going over Heroscape. That's kind of the big news today. And then it looks like they're going to be talking about probably some of their other properties too. Like I know that they have like Power Rangers Turbo like in their little announcement thing.
Right.
So yeah,
I'm excited about the Heroscape stuff.
yeah. Like well, I play Heroscape and okay, there we go. That's fine. I play Heroscape. Obviously, that's the big thing I'm excited about. But also, I'm a big fan of the Power Rangers, Heroes of the Grid, and the GI Joe Mission Critical stuff. So I'm hoping that we see something from that. I'm not a big fan of the deck building games. Those things just haven't really resonated with me. So they look like they're competently designed, but I've not had a good experience with deck building games. So um, especially if it's just deck building. If there's deck building mechanics in there, it doesn't bother me. But we'll see. I need to actually give a really good deck building game a good try sometime.
Right. Yeah, I think I'm the same way. I just don't think I've found one that I've actually liked.
Yeah. Flying Frog put out one. I need to get that one and try it out.
Oh yeah.
My thing is it uses the Touch of Evil like assets. So they use the Touch of Evil pictures, which I love Touch of Evil.
Oh yeah.
But I'm afraid if I'm playing the game, I'd look at it and be like, I'd rather play Touch of Evil.
Right.
So,
Right.
okay.
Yeah.
They're starting soon. Thing is in a little weird position.
That's true. I see that.
Dude, sometimes like when I've been editing a ton of videos this week. And sometimes oh, here we go.
Alrighty, hey everyone, and welcome to the Heroscape Renegade Con Reveals stream. Heroscape returns this August, and today we are here to talk about what will be coming after the launch, focusing on Wave 2 releases. So I'm Jordan, the marketing manager here at Renegade, and today I'm joined by Lee Huff, the associate producer for Heroscape.
Hello, it's back to be great at Renegade Con.
Yeah, it's good to have you back. Lee is here to talk today with me about Wave 2 releases.
Did she say it's back to be great?
October, along with some organization.
I get my words mixed a lot, so I'm not like judging. It's funny.
But before we get into the reveals, we've actually got some other exciting news to share. So this year is Renegade's 10th anniversary, and to celebrate, we've got some promotions that'll be running through the remainder of the year. So first, any orders of $100 or more on our web store from now through the end of the year will get a free 10th anniversary Renegade enamel pin while supplies last. And then we're also going to be giving away these 10th anniversary stickers that you should see on the
stickers,
screen, which you'll receive on any web store orders now through the rest of the year. So no matter what, you've got a chance to get some really cool exclusive Renegade swag.
I'll be ordering Heroscape from them, so yeah, I'll get these.
On there.
Right.
And stay tuned for blogs, 10th of the month flash sales, and more through the rest of the year. The blogs in particular, one of the coolest things about this, they cover Renegade's journey from its humble beginnings all the way to today. And it's a really cool journey to observe. So, if you're just now getting to know Renegade, it's great. Okay, now I got that out of the way. And without further ado, let's get the ball rolling and talk Heroscape.
All right, let's do this.
Alrighty, so our first reveal today is the Revna's Rebuke Kiri Warriors Army expansion. I saw you guys were doing a really great job of guessing this. This was in the thumbnail, so nice work.
Okay,
this is the first of several army expansions for Heroscape. Lee, can you tell everyone what an army expansion is and what players will find?
She's got skulls on her
for sure.
Base.
So an army expansion.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Literally just that. It's an army expansion. It's an expansion pack that contains a number of new figures of a particular grouping or theme. And in this case, it's the Kiri Warriors. So in this expansion, you'll find 5 highly detailed and unique Kiri Warriors, each with their own individual abilities, which offer new options when you're drafting your armies.
Nice. Yeah, and speaking of themes, the Kiri Warriors are one of my personal favorite types of figures from Heroscape, so very excited for these. And for those who are watching who might not be familiar, Valhalla essentially has a host of these native Kiri warriors. And the Kiri are basically elite heroes and leaders who are armed with artifacts and magic unique to their generals' tribes. So Lee, can you tell us who are the different Kiri warriors who appear in this expansion?
For sure. So there are 5 in this expansion. There's Queen Curion, Ziamara, Glenerva, Mielke, and Kilcarax.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm looking at them on screen now, and I just had so much fun putting this stream together. The aesthetic is off the charts with this wave.
The price is saying $45. I'm willing to bet that's unpainted.
Right.
Somebody in the chat's saying that.
So, like, the sculpts and the paint jobs for the Kiri Warriors they're all great. Their different abilities are also pretty awesome. And actually, we have some army cards up to reveal right now for each of the figures.
Let's do it. Take it away.
All right, so up first is Mielke. She is a Kiri of the forest tribes that are united under Ular's banner when the war on Valhalla began. Her charisma helped hold together the different factions, and because of that, they were able to form a single army, and she also helped train rogue hunters into battle-ready warriors. With Mielke, she's able to make an additional attack on her turn, and with a 4 attack, this makes her a heavy hitter. Also, when she destroys her foe, she is able to heal a nearby ally with her
Ooh.
Spear of Sankari.
Nice. Yeah, that's cool. I'm a big fan of mechanics that can damage
Oh, wow.
and heal simultaneously. A lot of value there. And before you tell us about the next one, just a heads up to everyone that we will have character biography pages up for all of these reveals with visuals of both their mini and army card on Heroscape.com. So just like the last stream,
So she'd be fun to
don't
send
worry
out
about
to, like,
speed reading, just sit
like,
back, relax,
kill a bunch of
and we
small
can deep dive
guys.
into all of these
Yeah.
after the stream. So now, I think this next figure that we're going to look at brings some stealth into play. Can you tell us about Glenerva?
Yes. So Glenerva, she's a fearsome warrior with the power of darkness on my side. She also happens to be one of my favorite sculpts. With Hanwi's Darkness, she when that's activated by the X order marker, she is shrouded by darkness. And with that, she's also able to shroud all small, medium, and large friendly figures within 5 spaces of her. And because of that, like with her ability to conceal herself from enemies, like it just makes her like a force to be reckoned with. Plus, she has flying.
Oh,
she's
okay, to your die roll.
She looks like
okay.
a beast. She's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. And speaking of the power of darkness, I think up next is Kilkrax, the terrifying undead warrior.
Yes. So Kilkrax has an incredibly imposing appearance and equally threatening abilities to match. She has Witchcraft Telekinesis, which gives her the ability to move enemies closer to her, so she's able to strike them. And depending on your die roll, you can place a figure on adjacent spaces to Kilkrax. She also pairs nicely with Misrix from the Age of Annihilation Master Set.
Cool. Yeah, I really like the random factor with the die roll. I feel like that's going to introduce a lot of interesting gameplay situations. Now, up next, this one's really neat, is actually the leader of this group, Queen Curion.
Yeah, so similar to Glenerva, Queen Curion has some stealth to her gameplay. Her stealth flying ability and Heartfinder Sphere make her a lethal enemy.
Ooh.
And with her,
stealth
like if you have a successful roll using her Sphere's ability, she's able to weaken her foe's defenses.
I think she
making
can
them
really
roll no more than 1 die for defense.
Wow, yeah, that's cool too. And now, last but certainly not least, I think you can tell my bias here because I put this figure last after the queen. But the sculpt is just too.
I think
cool.
she would
so
be frustrating to fight against.
Expansion,
right.
the noble warrior Zayamara.
Yeah, I love.
Yeah, that one looks strong.
I love her pose, like I love her stance, which her just like striking her arm up with like her sword, like it's awesome. Right. So Zayamara, she has the amulet of Pavitar, which allows her to protect nearby allies and prevent them from being wounded. Unfortunately, she's unable to use this ability on herself, but nonetheless, she is a great hero for support.
Awesome. Yeah, and again, I'm just a huge fan of the overall theming with this expansion. I think they really hit it on the mark.
That's cool. They use her cape
as
the
into play, and I see a lot
thing that touches the base, so her feet aren't touching the base. I love it when they do stuff like that with sculpts.
Yeah. Move on. We know in Wave 1 there was both a standard edition and a premium painted edition. Will there be both options for this expansion as well?
For sure. Yes. So there's both the standard edition and
I called it
premium
45 for the
edition
unpainted
of the Army expansion. The standard edition is priced at $45. It contains 5 fully assembled unpainted miniatures. And just like the Battle Box and the Age of Annihilation Master Set, minis will feature a paint wash to make all the super awesome fine details pop. The premium painted edition is priced at $65. And these will contain 5 fully assembled premium painted miniatures. And just like the premium battle box and premium master set,
$20 isn't bad though if you just don't feel like painting yourself.
No, I could see myself being willing to pay if I got to look at the actual paint
between
job.
the two versions.
That's what it comes down to, because I saw one picture that
in this particular army expansion are just army cards.
It was from a European thing, but the paint job wasn't that impressive.
Oh yeah.
So if it looked this good, I'd be okay with it, but this is just a promotional stuff.
That's true.
Our web team is uploading all of these products right now, so give them a few minutes and they'll be there soon. But alrighty, you can pre-order both the standard and premium painted editions of this army expansion pretty much right now, or as soon as you see it up. Now go ahead and click the link in the chat and check it out. And just a reminder to everyone, once again, you can check out the army cards and figures for all of these new reveals over at Heroscape.com on the character bio pages after the stream. So if we went through anything quickly and you wanted to take a closer look, you can certainly do that. Alrighty, now Lee, what else do we have coming this October?
All right, so our second reveal for Wave 2 is the Revna's Rebuke, Iron Lich Viscera, and Necrotech Wraith Riders Army Expansion. So this will be
This
the
looks
second
cool.
entry of Army Expansions for Heroscape. And in this expansion, we are super excited to introduce the new species, the Eisenek.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about the Eisenek. They're pretty awesome. For anyone unfamiliar, the Eisenek are a strange and forgotten people whose planet was destroyed long ago, or perhaps far in the future.
Yeah, so time in Heroscape is really weird. It becomes strange when the magic of the Wellsprings bridges the gap between worlds. So there's a bit of a mystery around the Eisenek, which will potentially be explored at some point in the future, or past, or present. Once again, time's weird in Heroscape.
Sounds good. Well, let's lift what mystery we can for now. What will players find in this expansion?
All right, so in this expansion, there will be 4 highly detailed, fully assembled miniatures, including the Iron Lich Viscera
That guy
and
has a chainsaw.
unique squad, the Necrotech Wraith Riders.
Yeah, that's
And
pretty
as
cool.
always, these figures will be fully compatible with previous and upcoming Heroscape releases.
Cool. And yeah, I think let's start by looking at one of my favorite characters from this expansion, the Iron Lich Viscerat. Now, the Iron Lich Viscerat is a fearsome warlord in Revna's army, and no wonder he's terrifying, he's massive.
Literally, like, yeah, he's huge. Like, literally. I mean, he's a huge 11.
He's at 11, yeah.
Gameplay terms.
Yeah.
So, and just like
Dismissive
Xenothrax
Strider.
and Raylan from the Age of Annihilation Master Set,
He doesn't
takes
take
up 2
leading
hexes with
engagements
his
from small or
peanut-shaped
medium.
face. And like because
can
of
just
that,
ignore
like
them.
there's like a really cool gameplay mechanic that he has. So he has this ability called Dismissive Strider, and he's able to move through small and medium figures without taking a leaving engagement attack because he's so big.
He pairs with his
Yeah,
army too. Nice.
I'm just looking at him on stream right now, and this is really one of my favorites. He just looks awesome, super imposing. He also has some pretty interesting abilities to support synergies for the Eisenek specifically, right?
Yes. So Iron Lich Viscera is very much a warlord and has lots of abilities to amplify or control other Eisenek. He has a speed boosting injection that allows him to give another Eisenek extra movement, and this is achieved with the use of yellow surge markers.
Nice.
And also, with his cornerstone Ironclad Puppeteer ability, he is able to manipulate another unique Eisenek hero or squad figure in the army to take a turn after him.
Nice. Yeah, that's cool. I'm looking forward to trying out the Puppeteer ability. That's typically my playstyle in games. I like control type tactics, so this one's going to be fun. Now, this expansion also features a squad of Necrotech Wraith Riders. What can you tell us about them?
The Necrotech Wraith Riders have some battlefield control elements as well. They have a special chain that they're able to use to grab their enemies. And as long as their enemy is within range, the player would roll a d20 to attempt to grab them and bring them closer. So the
Their movement is really good.
The Wraith
Their what?
Riders also.
Their movement? Oh, yeah.
Like they're
Because they're
these like orbs.
they have balls for
They have
legs.
these spherical bodies which allow them to roll
Yeah.
around.
2
And
levels
with their
above
rolling
this
movement,
level.
they're able to move around very
okay.
quickly. Actually, up
Their
in these
rolling
spaces,
movement
to be
kind of
exact.
negates a little bit of their
However, this keeps
versatility.
them from moving to spaces more than 2 levels above their current position.
above.
that's really
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, those movement mechanics, I think that's a nice touch.
Nice.
Man, yeah, before the stream, I was a big fan of the Kiri Warriors expansion, but the Eisenek are winning me over a bit. Especially
Yeah,
the Iron Lich
this
Viscera.
is my
Kinda gives me
favorite
like
so
a
far.
World of Worlds, unbeatable
Oh,
odds
yeah.
Love
type
their
feel.
designs and stuff.
Maybe I'll have to talk to Trevor about an Eisenek invasion event or something at Gen Con next year. Like an alternate rule set with a few Iron Liches commanding enormous amounts of Wraith Riders that you have to survive against. That's pretty interesting. Comment in the chat if that would be something that you'd like. Anyways, anything else that the people should know about with this expansion?
Yes, so just like the Kiri Warriors, this expansion will have both a standard and premium painted version. The standard edition will be $45 and comes with 4 fully assembled, highly detailed minis, their army cards, the yellow surge markers, and some additional wound markers, since the Necrotech Wraith Riders have 2 life. The premium painted edition will be $65 and includes all the same components. However, the miniatures are premium painted and have a high quality paint job.
Can you hear me?
Technical difficulties. That's always his computer just froze. Whoops.
Uh-oh.
He's like, his face is on panic too. He's like, and she's doing a good job. She's remaining calm because there's nothing you can do when this happens. She should just say, okay, guys, hold on just a second. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm going to mute the stream again just because I don't want to get any weird music things. Okay, I guess while they're figuring out their stuff, and I'm laughing with them, by the way. That really sucks when that happens, and sometimes it just happens, and you can do everything, and then it's still not work. Okay, that we'll be right back. There we go. Okay, so far my biggest real complaint about this new Heroscape Revive is so far there's no common units at all.
Right.
It's all unique stuff, which is fine because but like it would be cool to see some common stuff. Yeah, I think people just don't. I saw somebody complaining about in the chat about the price, $45 or $65. Yeah, guys, like miniatures are expensive now. It's that's just how it is. It's unfortunately it's unfortunate, but
Right. Well, most hobbies nowadays are a lot more expensive than they used to be, anyways.
Right. But yeah, I'm definitely getting both of these sets. I think they look like a lot of fun. Yeah, I'll probably I really need to see the paint jobs before but I mean $20 extra if you're not picky about paint, and if it could be a great it could be a good paint job. I'm not judging the paint yet, guys. I'm just saying, like, even if it's bad and you hate painting, $20 extra isn't bad. I saw people complaining that like stores aren't they're mad that stores aren't selling the painted miniatures. Like Renegade only offers the pre-painted miniatures on their website. Now the reason why they do that is because when Renegade sells to a store, Renegade has to match the price, their resale price on their website. So even though it's not costing Renegade as much to make the product, they have to sell it for that. In other words, nobody's going to buy from the stores, and so the stores won't buy their product.
Mm-hmm.
So Renegade makes more profit off of their website than they do if you buy it from a game store. And so, yeah, they're offering it only on their website because they need to recoup the cost of painting the miniatures. Looks like they're back. Hold on.
Back, I hope. My computer just crashed. It's like my nightmare that keeps me up at night coming to life.
I empathize with that.
I'm so sorry, everybody. I don't know what happened. It was just black screen. I guess the Icenic didn't like us talking about them the way we were. Maybe we need to watch our verbiage there. But gosh, all right, let's get back into it. So I believe we were just going over the fact that there are going to be both standard and premium painted editions for the Icenic.
By the way, the new boxes look really cool.
So anyway, jumping back into it, because there's another stream coming up, I am very much looking forward to building an army with the Icenic. They look amazing. You can also check out the character bios for these reveals in full detail on Heroscape.com, so be sure to take a look after the stream. But hang with us for now, because believe it or not, and fingers crossed we can get through it, we're only halfway through our reveals for Wave 2. So what else do we have to talk about, Lee?
So 2 more boxes.
All right, so I'm very excited to announce that we'll be expanding our terrain system line with both the Lands of Valhalla and the Waters of Valhalla terrain expansion.
Water, yes.
Nice. Yeah, I know a lot of people have been excited for more terrain, myself included. Can you tell us about the Lands of Valhalla first?
Of course. So the Lands of Valhalla terrain expansion is here for the Heroscape players clamoring for.
Okay, how much is it going to cost?
For the OG players, this terrain expansion is perfect to replace your terrain pieces from your terrain collection.
My terrain pieces are going to go into
and
forever
for
storage.
New fans, this expansion will help you create even more epic battlefields.
I will buy like at least 4 or 5 of these boxes.
In this box, players will find a new 24 hex tile.
A new 24 hex?
Nice, that's great. And just
sand.
terrain pieces are compatible with previous Heroscape terrain, correct?
Yes, absolutely. So this terrain expansion is oh my goodness, completely
That's
compatible
Chat's gone
with
crazy.
previous and
Sand.
upcoming expansions.
Awesome. And can you give us a breakdown of exactly what's in this terrain expansion?
For sure. So in this expansion, you'll find a total of 63 terrain tiles of various types and sizes.
63,
There
that's
are
respectable.
27 grass tile terrain pieces, 18
Ooh.
rock tile terrain pieces, and 18
I need to know how
sand
much
tile
this
terrain
compares to the
pieces.
original master set.
So players will
Right.
no longer need to purchase additional master sets in order to obtain more tile terrain.
That's a good
And
move. That's
honestly,
a very
like
good move.
we're excited to include the 24 hex sand tile in this expansion for players to build with.
Yeah, that new tile is really cool, and that's just a lot of
okay.
terrain in general. So I know a lot of people have been waiting.
This
for
might
an
be their
option
most
like
exciting
this.
news yet.
So I'm glad we
Oh,
can
yeah.
bring it to fruition. The Lands of Valhalla terrain expansion will be $70 and is available to pre-order for an
70?
October release. The link is in the
October. Okay.
chat. Oh man, yeah, and I'm looking at it on the screen. Jeez, it really is just a ton of terrain. That is awesome.
So much land.
So much land, and you can't get enough land because building is one of the coolest parts of Heroscape. So yeah, that's amazing. Alrighty, Lee, can you tell us about the Waters of Valhalla terrain expansion, which is also coming in October?
For sure. The Waters of Valhalla terrain expansion contains extra water tiles to help players
40
build more
hexes.
water features into their red
free-
fields. So it's
a free water
great
hex.
for those wanting to
And it's
replace
sparkly
their
from
old
the looks
water
of it.
tiles,
Yeah.
like those brittle second edition water tiles that
I should have
make
muted
me
it.
nervous each time I use them. Or for new players who want to get more water onto their battlefields and slow down their opponents.
That's great, nice. And I understand there's a brand new hex tile in this expansion. Is that right?
Yes, there is. So this expansion introduces a 3 hex water tile, and just as a note, this expansion contains both sparkly water and wellspring
both.
water.
Okay,
So
water. Okay.
it's great for those who want to incorporate
okay.
more water into their maps or replace their brittle matte blue water tiles.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, and it's great to see that we're continuing with the sparkly blue water tiles. It really adds so much to the map. And these are also completely compatible with previous Heroscape releases, right?
Absolutely. And yep, they're completely compatible with the old stuff and the new stuff.
$30.
Actually, there's a total of 35
That's not bad.
tiles. In
I
this
was
expansion.
expecting that to be also like
Plus, it
40 to
contains
50
the
bucks.
additional
Yeah.
water tiles.
So
that debuted
35
in the
total
Battlefield
water
Wellspring
trains,
Battle
30 bucks.
Box.
Okay, wow.
And
Yeah,
it's
I'm
$30 and
this
available
is going to be
pre-order now.
great.
Awesome. Yeah, our moderators should be dropping a link in the chat so you guys can go ahead and pre-order it. These train packs are really exciting. They, again, just offer so much more flexibility to players to make one of the coolest parts of Heroscape more viable, which is map building. So, you know, as Lee mentioned, no more needing to buy 5 master sets just to get your hands on more terrain. Now you can just buy 5 master sets because why not? Master sets are awesome. Yeah, so it's good stuff.
Yeah, definitely. We're excited to really get the ball rolling on our terrain system line, and I honestly can't wait to see all these epic maps players make, especially with the 24 hex sand tile. Like it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, me too. Well, that brings us to the end of our Wave 2 reveals. So the 2 new army expansions and the 2 new terrain
October.
expansions are available
Wow.
to pre-order right now on
Jeez.
Heroscape.com. The link should be in the chat. We'll have more Heroscape reveals coming for Wave 3 in October.
October
So
again.
So now we're going to
Wow.
thank Lee for showing us all of
Good-
this awesome
good
stuff.
job on the
and
news
say
here.
goodbye as we move into part 2 of this Heroscape reveal stream today. We are not done. Trevor McGregor, the organized play manager of
Oh, okay.
Renegade, is going to be jumping in to tell us about all of the exciting Gen Con launch activities
I'm
coming up in
probably
August.
going to mute
and
it
to
here. I'm
unveil
not going to go to Gen Con, and I'm not really super interested in the organized play. So I just muted it. I know that they got some app stuff, so they're looks like they're wrapping up here.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep the video playing in the background just because it's something to watch.
Right.
Okay, well, Steven, let's give your initial thoughts on that reveal. What do you think about that?
I think that was awesome. I'm really glad that they're doing going away from the master sets and doing just terrain sets like everybody wanted.
Yeah.
Or at least I know we wanted it really bad.
Yeah, back even when I was buying Heroscape originally, I was like, why are they they could charge a lot less if they just sold land and they would make more money, in my opinion. So
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was probably the most exciting part of the live stream
Yeah.
today.
yeah.
The announcement.
Oh yeah. the $70 is a little bit pricey. Like there's no denying that. But
That is, yeah.
But I need to look at what you're paying for a Oh, they're talking about, yeah. There's okay. I need to look at what you're paying for like how much came with the original master set, how much is coming with the current master set to kind of get some prices. And so I gotta look into this at some point. I forget what terrain came with the original master set. So she announced there was that Wellspring set.
Yep.
No, the Wellspring came with that 2-player box.
Yeah, it came with it.
So far they've announced 3 terrains. There's that like jungle terrain that's not the other jungle terrain. It's the newer jungle that has the taller trees.
Right.
Then there's the land, and then there's the water. So that's pretty good. And I'm guessing that they'll have Snows of Valhalla and Lava of Valhalla at some point coming out.
Okay.
That would be my guess even for Wave 3. That's what I would predict. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. What I'll probably do is I'll probably set aside money, and every time Renegade has like a sale, I'll probably pick up the terrain, or I see it on sale from retailers, I'll pick up that terrain stuff. But the reason why it's so cool that they are releasing the terrain separate, by the way, is because there are a lot of games that use hex-based movement, and Heroscape can just flare that up. So there's going to be people who don't play Heroscape who are still going to buy that terrain because it adds a lot of presence to your table.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, yeah. So I think you and I are both on the same page. It's very, very positive. What do you think about the figures that they've announced?
I like them, especially the second bundle they announced. I completely expected them to do that, but I expected like a dragon or something like that, because I mean, like in the last series, I feel like there was just a lot of dragons or a lot of like, you know, lizards, or, you know, just all the big one. Well, I guess there was a robot too, wasn't there?
Yeah.
I forget his name, but yeah, I just feel like there was a lot of dragons, so I'm kind of glad that they did something other than a dragon. I mean, I would have liked a dragon too, but
yeah. Yeah. Well, there's a dragon coming in the master set. It's a really good looking dragon. So I'm looking at this. The polar bears look cool. So I think, and again, they're currently using a lot of the designs that was with the failed Heroscape relaunch that happened a couple years ago, which I'm fine with, and I think that's smart to go with those anyway because those were already designed.
Mm-hmm.
So they just had to go through and just refinish them instead of designing whole new ones, and they're probably working on whole new ones now. So a couple of things that I would personally like to see come back for Heroscape is I'd like to see some of the, like, okay, remember how there were like medieval knights or Revolutionary War soldiers or World War II soldiers or just SWAT officers? Like there was just random things from our history, and then there was all this fantastic stuff. So it'd be cool to see. Let's see, what would be a good, I guess, what would be a cool like historical soldier that you would like to see?
Ooh, historical soldier. I don't know, really.
Caveman would be kind of fun.
Yeah, caveman would be cool. Vikings, I think, would be pretty cool.
Yeah, they have Vikings, but I would always take more Vikings. I'll never say no to Vikings.
Oh yeah. Let's see, what else?
I wonder if they feel like that well's already tapped, but it would just be cool to kind of see some. And plus, I don't expect this now, but it would be cool to see a couple of other returning heroes. Because the ones that we got are really cool, so I'm hoping to see more of them come back.
Right.
But yeah, that's so. Anyway, if you guys who are watching, if you guys have any suggestions for some like historical heroes to come back, or you'd like to see some fictional humans, like they had the spies, and yeah, I'm trying to. I wonder, like, they would be cool. But so again, this isn't a complaint. This is a wish list.
Right.
Yeah. I'm excited though. I'm excited to see the terrain. I think that's probably the most exciting thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because even if I hated the new stuff, which I don't, but even if I hated it, I would still buy the terrain just to replace my terrain that's falling apart.
Yeah, I feel like every time we pop it out, we like break one piece off.
Yeah, we break one. Yeah, if I can get lava, then like if they release lava, which I'm guessing.
Oh, I
will-
forgot. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Swamp.
Oh yeah. Well, Swamp would be cool. I'm hope that'll probably come out. I think I'd rather see Lava right now.
Hmm.
Um,
Oh no,
But we'll
100%.
yeah, because I can always paint the water green if I needed
Exactly.
some more swamp.
Or just say it's Swamp or something. You know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that bad. But okay, well, October, man, this year's flying by. October will be here soon. We'll probably do a Heroscape video whenever every set comes out. What I'd like to do, again, I think this is just me thinking out loud, but when that terrain comes out, we'll buy one pack of each. I mean, I'll buy multiple, but we'll just open up one pack of each and make a battlefield out of just one. So it's like, here's what $100 of Heroscape we'll get you. And then,
Oh yeah.
then maybe at the end of the year or the start of next year, we'll do like a kind of a year-end review for Heroscape and just put everything together and have like, okay, this is what this year in Heroscape got us.
Right. Right. Yeah, that'd be cool.
So, yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I'm just you can you're welcome to stay as long as you want to get off whenever you want. I'm probably just going to stick around and see what else they announce. They said that they were going to do some unboxings, and I'm not going to stick around for that. I just want to hear the announcements. I'm hoping to see some Heroes of the Grid or Mission Critical news.
Oh
but
yeah.
I'm not holding my breath for Heroes of the Grid because they just, and both Mission Critical and Heroes of the Grid, because they just released expansions for both of them in the past couple months. But yeah, we'll see. But let's see what they're talking about here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cornelius Breach, the Derelict Prince, will be the next exciting promo miniature after Shiori.
Oh,
His
this is
first
new promo?
ability
Oh
deals
yeah.
serious damage if you're crafty enough to use it well. His mutiny ability is also super powerful. If Cornelius becomes captain through this power, he can remove all of his wounds.
Yeah, Cornelius is awesome.
He's one
I
of
know
the
there's been a
space
lot of
pirates.
speculation about who's going to be the promo figure for Heroscape Day, so here you go. Really excited to see him on the battlefield. He's a really cool character.
Yeah, I
so
saw some people guessing over time on the Discord, and I didn't see anybody guess it right, so it's pretty cool to.
I don't think I saw
able
either.
to surprise some people.
Yeah, sometimes you guys are really, really good at guessing stuff, but yeah, this one I think flew under the radar, which is awesome. So yeah, feel free to take a screenshot of the army card, but Cornelius will also be up on Heroscape.com as a character
See,
bio.
this
so you
is
can
why
check out the
Renegade
army
is so
card
great.
and the figure
I'm going to
in full
mute them while I
detail
talk
after
about this
start.
because a lot of companies, their exclusives are just like, hey, if you miss out, you miss out. With Renegade, their exclusives are, here's some free stuff for buying our stuff early, or going to one of our, or this is a tournament exclusive, so if we're going to their tournament. But they're like, if you missed out on that, then you can buy it. You can always buy it. And for me, that's really been nice because there's games that I still haven't bought because they've had like exclusives that I can't get. And some of the exclusives, sometimes the exclusives don't add anything, so it doesn't bother me, but some of them are like really, really good. And it doesn't feel like the game is complete without them, so it's frustrating. So I'm really happy the way Renegade does that stuff. They had the Power Rangers Kickstarter. I've talked about this before, but they're exclusive. There was a lot of fun stuff if you're a Power Rangers fan for the exclusive, their Kickstarter exclusive stuff. And they just put it in a big box and was like, here, you can buy this off of our website. And guess what? I bought it. And I love it. It's fun.
Oh yeah, they're definitely doing it the right way.
Look screenshots from the beta to show off some of the various features.
Let's see what they're they're talking
First
about
up,
their
we'll
app.
talk about event hosting. One of the best parts.
I get that there's going to be people who are going to be crazy into the competitive scene. I'm just not a competitive player. Like, I don't have the time or the energy or the skill to be competitive. So, that's actually a good question from their chat. Somebody said Mega Man crossover ? Which I don't know if we're going to see that, but there was that one time that Heroscape kind of dipped their pinky toe into exclusives, and they had that Marvel set. What are some other not exclusives? They dipped it into licensing. So, what are some licensed product you would love to see in Heroscape?
Ooh. That's tough, because like
It might be a shorter list if we say things we don't want to see in Heroscape.
right. I mean, like I
don't wanna
think
see Barney the dinosaur. Although
no.
it would be kind of fun.
That'd be funny.
It would be a funny, like a meme. But
Hmm.
yeah. I mean, obviously, I would like to see Marvel just because of the tie to the
Oh yeah.
classic stuff.
Oh yeah.
Star Wars would obviously be fun. GI Joe, even because I'm thinking realistically, Renegade and Hasbro have a good relationship, so you'd be like, what are the license that Hasbro has? But we'll see because Hasbro is they're not doing very well right now, guys, and board games do not make a ton of money. They make profit, but they don't make a ton of profit. So usually companies are like, big corporations, if it doesn't make them $100 million, they're not interested.
Right.
So, but I don't know. Is there any I guess, is there anything that you would like to see come to Heroscape again?
I don't know. Like this, like Heroscape could do so much with this. Like I think you could add anything to it, and it would be like relatively good as long as it's done well enough. Like, you could probably add like I don't know Zelda characters. It would never happen because Nintendo would never let them have the license. But like Zelda characters would be pretty cool. And I think they would work pretty well too.
They probably would, yeah.
Let's see.
Did you see?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, talking about Zelda. This is random, but did you see that Deku Tree Lego set that they announced?
No, I didn't.
It's you can build two different things from it. There's the Deku Tree from Ocarina of Time, and then the one from Skyward Sword.
Oh, that's cool.
You want to guess how much it cost?
$150.
Double that.
Jeez! Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it just cost $300 for that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I like it, but I also I just cannot go down the toy collecting rabbit hole, or
No.
I don't have room.
Right.
So
yeah,
that's
it looks cool, but yeah, not $300 cool.
Yeah, and Legos are just expensive anyway because they you know what shrinkflation is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just for the audience's sake, shrinkflation is simply when you you kind of give somebody less of a product and not lower the price. So like when I was working at a sub shop, and when the economy took a turn, they were originally offering whole slices of cheese on the sandwich. Is like you'd get 2 slices of cheese, it would be whole slices. Well, they had to start cutting it in half, and so 2 slices would actually just be 1 slice, but then they didn't raise the price. So that's what shrinkflation is. Lego did shrinkflation one time, like in the 70s, and they almost went bankrupt because people just totally quit buying the product. So they haven't changed their brick design in that time. So again, with plastic prices going up consistently, Lego just gets more and more expensive. And so that's one reason. But also the Nintendo license cannot be cheap. Nintendo is one of the few brands that's extremely profitable even today. And so and they're going up in popularity too with the success of the Mario movie. That's just made the whole Nintendo brand that's just gone up.
Oh yeah.
So I think the army builder in the app is pretty cool. Like I could see us doing that before we film.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, jumping back on Heroscape here. I'm a bit of ADD, guys, but the army building would be fun because we can build our armies before we meet, so that way we know what we're playing already.
That's true.
So
I feel like it helps.
There's a lot of fun though.
Anyways though.
It doesn't. But and sometimes it is kind of fun, just like looking through and be like, I'm gonna get this, and then you pick one,
right.
I pick one. But it's just you're right. It doesn't take as much time. It's the building is what takes us long.
Building, yeah.
But it's also part of the fun part. So.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to it. Plus, I really plan on running a BattleTech game at some point, and I think for the first BattleTech game, I'm just going to use their terrain maps. But after that, I'm just going to use exclusively Heroscape terrain for BattleTech.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's well. So, are you going to be buying any of these sets, or?
If I have the money, I'll definitely probably buy some.
Yeah, I know that pretty much we just play together. So if it's if I if I get it, there's really no point in you buying it.
Right. I might like pitch in. I'll buy some like extra land and stuff like that though.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine. Yeah, I think the land trial is going to be. This is looking good though. Like they said that they're going to announce Wave 3 in August. This is coming out in August, so this is June.
Yeah.
So
that's
it's
like
4 months away, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm willing to bet this does not come out till 2020. Like the Wave, okay, Wave 3. I guess they count the master set as Wave 1. So, but Wave 3, I'm guessing probably will not come out till next year. Like probably early, like January or February of next year.
Right. That would
I could
make
be
sense.
wrong. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm just predicting.
Yeah.
But yeah, so far, I mean, because I think the first year kind of officially starts in August because that's when the set comes out, right? So if they can get, let's just hypothetically say they can get one more wave. I don't know if they're doing 4 months. Then, well, let's see, August. So it's 3 months. So if it looks like they might be trying to release a set every 3 months. We'll see. I'm just speculating, but
Right.
that's 4 sets a year. That's pretty good. And plus, one of the issues that the original Heroscape had was remember the waves, how they did the waves in Heroscape, how they were in those like clear boxes that had like between like 4 to 7 figures in them.
Yeah.
The problem with that was you would have 3 boxes that were just full of commons, and then one that was unique, which is kind of cool because they were theming it. The problem is, they're done here.
Yep.
Here, let me just go here to full screen me. The problem with that is that the like they would manufacture all the boxes the same. So
Right.
So they would produce for every one common, they would also produce one unique in that set. And so the issue is stores they would like order 4 of them, and they would have 2 unique boxes just sitting on their shelves taking up space.
Mm-hmm.
And so and apparently stores complained to Hasbro or Wizards of the Coast or whoever was running the Heroscape, and people were complaining about it, and they weren't doing anything to fix it. So what they're doing now, it feels like they're they're making a lot more sense now, how they're just producing those boxes, and and they're not like tying the waves up in that weird way to where they have to produce them like that. So
Right.
it looks like Heroscape is in a good place, and it looks like Renegade's actually being smart and paying attention.
Right.
So
Yeah, it looks good. It looks a lot better than what the first company was doing before.
yeah. And the first company, I mean, the game sold so well. The first company took bad business practices and ran it forever. So it's exciting to see what happens next. Like how Renegade does it. I really hope Renegade succeeds. But actually, it looks like I'm sorry. I thought that they were just going to have a continual stream, but it looks like they're just breaking them up into smaller streams. I would I would prefer if they were like the Nintendo Directs, where they just said, "Here's all the information, so I don't have to click around it." But that's my small complaint there.
Right.
But I think we're just going to end the stream here. If I see any really exciting stuff come from the rest of the presentation, I might make a post about it or something. But if not, guys, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, take the initiative.